Well, this is clearly the problem with bringing people back in, guys, who've been out of the villa. And I'm surprised we haven't had this addressed in previous seasons. But of course, Megan's now being called on her behaviour. And the reason her behaviour in the villa's changed is because she's been outside the villa. She's been on social media. She's seen how the public is perceiving the people in the villa. And she's acting accordingly. So she can play a much better game now that she's back in because she knows who's liked and who isn't liked. So you just hang out with those who are liked, and you'll be liked purely because you're associated with them. But, Dijon's calling her on it, and then Conor's calling her on it and saying, you were apparently still friendly with Tommy and blah, 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 which, of course, is stuff they wouldn't normally know unless someone from the outside world had come in. So it is a bit bad when you think about it, because I feel like Megan and Blue have an advantage over the other islanders. They've all been in this box for all these weeks. They don't know what's going on. So I think going forward it'd be wiser if the producers just kept people in holding for as long as they can, unless, of course, they didn't want to be there, in which case they should be free to go. But I think if you go, you shouldn't be allowed to come back into the show, because, of course, you're going to have this amazing advantage, which is clearly on display here.
Megan and Tommy have been, chatting a lot. I don't know about spending time together, and we just thought it was alright. You should know that, Con.
I don't want you to be blindsided. It's a thing where
you don't want to look like an idiot.
I don't want you to look like an idiot, bro. But I know that you would appreciate being told.
What's going on there?
What?
What's going on there? Com's not here, then how they come? It's not very serious.
God knows that this side of Harry is not a side that I want to get involved with. Boring.
Lucy was getting with Tommy. Megan was behind and she was fuming.
Fuming that Lucy and Tommy are getting together?
I'm sure she'll tell you straight up, to be honest. I don't think she's going to lie to you about it. But I thought you're going to tell her, she's going to tell you that that's a lie, and she's going to come at me, which is, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is, I'm not,
what you saw,
this is what I saw.
I know Tommy, you know what I mean? And if he's with Lucy, I don't think that he's going to be doing a madness.
I just feel like the fact of the matter is you just need to have a conversation with Megan and find out what's actually been going on.
I thought it was all a friendly vibe, because they obviously did get on, and they had their thing, and I presume if she wanted to do her thing with Tommy, she wouldn't come back in here. She could be about Tommy, but there's also a big reason for her to be just because she doesn't like Lucy.
I get that. You was here with the first time Megan was in here.
Yeah.
And how we know how close Meg and Helena are. And if there was any situation, Megan would be the first person to have Meg's back or any of their backs. She's acting different from the first time she was in here.
Yeah, I get all that, but how does that relate to me and Megan?
Her coming in here, knowing everything on the outside world, and she's coming in and she might be still playing the game.
All this is something that I don't really give a fuck about too much.
What is going on?
What's he doing? I had one phone call with him and I spoke to him on tape.
Yeah, I know, but I'll tell you.
Okay, go on, sorry.
And they were chatting on tape, and he was getting with Lucy, and Megan was fuming.
Yeah, and it wasn't nice seeing him ellipse Lucy in front of me because obviously I've just been sat I was sat behind them, say where's that here? They're sat in the fire, but lips, and I was
That was it.
We had been texting and stuff. We had flirty chats or whatever, but wasn't that
You said you were having flirty texts or something just there.
Well, yeah, afterwards a bit. It was lol, feelings don't go away, straight away. It's shit like that, do you know what I mean? But it doesn't, he's literally with someone else. I've come back here, I'm with you. Nothing was ever going to come of it.
No, and I'm not annoyed. This is me processing everything.
No, of course, and I get that, and I think it's so understandable you to be a bit what the fuck.
Blue and the two boys are I think she's just acting different because of say not sticking up for Megan and stuff like that in that situation.
Because I haven't been here for 3 weeks. I haven't been living in here. I don't know the ins and outs. It's not my place to get involved. We'd gotten on, and then we've just been catching up. Do you know what I mean? And it was with flirty or whatever. But he was actually with her. He left with her. He came with her. But then she was trying to be my mate after calling me a slapper. She said something out that she'd called me that when I was getting with you in here. And then she was trying to be all friendly with me, and then she's going and pulling him and lips. So it was a lot of shit to deal with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it was the grafties, she'd already seen everything. And she didn't come in here once and say to you girls, oh, by the way, or to you, by the way, they've been saying this about,
that's so
about
true.
you.
I'm here for you.
No, but I get, and like, I mean, and I appreciate that, and I believe you, and same here. But I'm not asking about me and you.
Yeah.
I'm asking about you and him.
There's nothing there now, like, at all.
And I'm not going to have like an argument or fight about something like that hasn't happened. You know, and that's why I had your back when the boys were talking. But also, what I will say is, and because I've seen it so much in here, when couples are going good, and obviously it's getting to crunch time now,
Yeah.
it's convenient that the boys come with a problem for me and a problem for you to make you act out of character and to make me act out of character and to turn us against each other. Just bear that in mind when you're having a conversation. Yeah, that's that. Like, case closed. I have no more to say.